Mm-hmm. CB, I'm in the world. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Good afternoon, content creators. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I should go to sneeze right now. But welcome to the show. Welcome to Saturday. Hope y'all are living good. I am in a outstanding, great mood. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. By the way, if you're watching this, and I know you guys are, if you're watching this live or you're watching it on replay, type in hashtag replay or just type in Z-Man if you're live. Nightbot will take care of all that good stuff. We'll get that command in just a second. I'll go ahead and do the stuff I'm going to talk about today. And yes, today we are talking about getting ready for the first cruise of the Carnival Jubilee. So we'll go ahead and do this. We make sure everybody is here. I sent the links out. Let's see here. I gotta put this. Let's see. Go ahead and do that. There we go. All right, the link is up there. All right, we sent out the link, and we're gonna find out people are gonna be coming on today. So hey, we're gonna continue this, but without people. So there's the link. Got the link out there. You want to come in and talk about the cruise? If you are going on the cruise, the Carnival Jubilee, we're gonna talk about some hits, some tips, what I'm gonna do, especially on going on this incredible cruise. No, we're not talking about the booze cruise. We're talking about the greatest cruise of all time, the Carnival Jubilee. So yes, we're getting ready all this stuff. Well, as y'all know, last Sunday, we, looks like we got somebody coming in. I think, yeah, we're going to hit that. If you go on.
Hey Z, how you doing?
Hey, ho! Good afternoon, man. How you? I love that hat, man.
It's my cruising hat.
I mean,
I'm ready to get cruising.
You ready for the booze cruise?
I am.
Yeah.
We are down to, I believe it's 29 days.
29 days.
It's going to be here before we know it.
Yeah, so you gonna do? I got a question for you since you came out here. Now the internet package. Now, if I get the Premier Internet package, is that just for one device?
Yes. So with Carnival, it's one device at a time. So you can, like, if you have a cell phone and a laptop or a iPad or whatever, you can only use one device at a time with the internet package. So, but you can swap back and forth if you want. Normally, my wife and I will buy one internet package and then we'll both just use it.
Okay. So that is a good thing because I did not. I thought the premium package you just got to use it and then that's it. You only can use that device. So that's something I need to know. So yes, thank you for that information. Now the fun begins. Fun begins. Uh, Bought some stuff for Amazon, my favorite spot. Bought me a couple of shirts, and yes, now here's a tip for everybody that's going on a cruise that are over the age of 50 that eat a lot. You need to buy some shirts extra large than you actual size, because I guarantee you, when you eat on that cruise, you're gonna gain some weight. Just saying, you're gonna gain some weight, so you need to get some shirts that are larger than your actual size. Like mine's gonna be triple X, extra large. So I'm trying to get down to double X, but that's gonna be very, very high. I got a lot of things to do with that. But yes, So I got that on the way. Should be here in a matter of hours. I've been doing that. Now I've been very, very hesitant to try Timu.
Yeah, we haven't bought anything off of Temu. And I know people are saying that there's nothing different than Amazon, but the reports say different than that.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I know some people that have used Temu and they haven't had an issue yet. So I don't know because I don't know. I haven't used it. We still shop on Amazon, and I guess maybe I feel a little bit better just because it is controlled here in the United States versus Temu. But I'm not saying that it's wrong to shop on Temu, and I know that a lot of people do it, and they say they save money, which is great. Any way you can save money in this economy, the way things are going, is a good thing.
yeah.
So you know but I personally, we have not purchased anything off of Temu yet. I'm not saying that we won't. We just haven't yet.
Right, right. See, my thing with Timu, if I go buy something, I want it as soon as possible. That's why I got Amazon Prime. So if I'm buying something, it should be at my place 24, 48 hours. I don't want to wait 10 days for that because that would just drive me insane. It
Yeah.
would just drive me insane to just go wait, 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 wait. There's some good stuff on there, but there's better stuff on Amazon Prime. That's what I was going to ask you. Since we're talking, since I am an old folk, I'm old. Yes, I am old, and you're over the age of 50. I think we had this discussion with Bruce yesterday. If you are a cruiser and you're over the age of 50, if you have the AARP card, that is the good thing to have. I had noticed that for the past couple of days. I got mine Thursday. I had to get one because I want to get one. Now the discounts for AARP card is for Carnival gift cards, like me and Bruce discussed about that. I have not gone to. There's places you can get it. We got Kroger's. I saw some. Friday we saw some. But the best advice for you is to go ahead and get it through Carnival. So, Bruce, can you explain when you buy those gift cards what it does when you actually get on the cruise and you want to use them?
When you use gift cards, you can because as you know, you don't use cards on a cruise ship. You use your sail and sign card. Everything is attached to your sail and sign card. And so, but what you can do is you can use those gift cards, number one, to pay up for your cruise, pay off your cruise. But then if you're getting them, also you can use them. Carnival has a thing called Cruise Cash, and you can go in. It's under there where you can buy the flowers and stuff for your cabin, and you can purchase what's called Cruise Cash, which is basically onboard credit, and you can use your gift cards to purchase that Cruise Cash.
So basically, yeah, guys, if you now there's two ways we can do it. Do it through the cruise internet, the hub, what you call it, or you can buy it at Kroger's, or you can buy it at Walmart. They actually get on the cruise. You tell the people on the cruise ship, "Hey, I got some gift cards. I'm going to put on my sign and seal card." The sign and seal card is your mode of paying everything that you're going on a cruise. So basically, you can hook up your debit card or credit card, or you can put cash on your sign and seal card. Do all that. And Bruce explained that to me because note to note, I got the onboard credit, and yes, I always did the. I had not did the internet package. I did. I always did the steak dinner. I always did that, and I bought the bubbles package. So, and then before I go on an actual cruise, I want to decide if I want to get the drink package or not. But I don't. I might not. It's that onboard credit looks so tempting to just go ahead and do all that stuff. But yeah, that's why you got to plan on your cruise when you especially when you want to go. And by the way, guys, now if you go on this cruise on the Carnival Jubilee, and Bruce said this yesterday, You need to go ahead and book your hotel room now. I booked that. I booked that in July. So I got a good deal for one night, $89 for one night at the in Galveston at the near the seawall. So I got that all taken care of. Now the next thing I want to talk about is, especially you going on a cruise to the Jubilee or during the holiday season. Now I got to ask you this: is it better you buy a one-way ticket to Southwest or a round trip? What do you think, especially when it comes to the holiday season?
Uh, it really depends, and everyone has to realize around the holiday season, all the cruise lines or all the airlines, um,
Raising the price.
they really go crazy with the prices go way up during
Mm-hmm.
that time. So it just really Southwest is good in some areas. We fly Alaska a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we have flown Southwest. We've also flown Spirit. We've also flown Delta, and they all have their good points and their bad points. But Southwest is good because you can part of their uh, um, flight is you get two check-in bags.
Yep.
So you wouldn't have to pay for your check-in luggage till your third bag. So
Yes.
that is nice. But each airline has their perks, and yeah, they all have good points and bad.
Yeah, especially now. Now, a lot of people don't understand. If you buy a round trip, you have to pick your dates on the what your actual time. If you're coming back on a cruise, a lot of people have been having problems because you never know if that cruise ship is going to be late when you're coming back. And a lot of people want to get out of there, get out of there as soon as possible. Now, as far as me is concerned, I'm not going to be in a big hurry. I'm not going to be in a big hurry. I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Let's see, we get back on the 30th. Tomorrow will be New Year's Eve. I will figure out what I want to do. I might stay in Houston. I might stay in Dallas, or I might go to Windstar Casino, Oklahoma. It's me. It's my vacation mode. But yeah, especially if that cruise ship is late, and a lot of times they are late, and you don't want to get the first flight out of there because probably about say
Yeah,
about
I recommend everyone to definitely don't on debarkation day, do not book your flight before noon,
mm-hmm,
preferably 1 o'clock or so, because you could miss your flight. Because sometimes you know things can happen that's out of the cruise line's control, like the weather that may delay them getting in. I remember one time, I think it was last year, we were coming back into Galveston. I think we were on the Vista or the Dream. I can't remember which one now because we did them both last year.
mm-hmm,
But when we were coming into Galveston, it was extremely foggy, and we ended up docking 3 hours late.
mm-hmm.
So the Houston airport, which is where we normally fly into, that's a little over an hour away from the cruise port. So
Yeah,
even hobby is about 45 minutes to an hour depending on traffic. So you definitely want to give yourself that leeway and not be booking or not booking your flight before noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
right, right. Because it's hectic when you're getting ready to get off the ship or get off. And I'm not gonna be in a hurry to get off that ship. A lot of people gonna be in a hurry. A lot of them are gonna be carrying their own luggage. It's gonna be a traffic jam, especially in the elevators, in the walkways. I mean, I'm not gonna wait. I have patience. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But especially when you get off the ship, it's like rush hour traffic in LA. It just stopped. Yeah. So I'm gonna be chilling out when you do that, especially when you go ahead and do all that stuff. Um, Now, this is for people that are first time cruisers or cruising the Jubilee. When you get, a couple of days before you actually leave, you want to contact your bank and your credit card company and tell them that you're going on vacation. Now, the reason why I say that because you go on vacation, they're going to monitor you. They're going to monitor you wherever you go, anyways. If they see any kind of weird or suspicious activity, like about something on a cruise in the middle of the ocean or about something Cosmo, Mexico, and your bank doesn't know that, they're gonna lock that card up. So you gotta be careful with that. That's why we always have to think about that. Now, I like to do backup to backup with everything. I always tell Bruce about my passport thing. Still waiting on that. I got my birth certificate on backup just in case passport don't get here. Now the thing is, you got a birth certificate and a government issued driver's license or ID. You could go on a cruise. You get on the cruise.
If you're going what's called a closed loop cruise,
Yeah,
meaning going in the United States, going out of and returning to the same port,
right.
which is
So,
called a closed loop cruise, then yes, if you're doing a closed loop cruise, you can use your
right.
passport and government issued ID. If
Yeah,
you're not doing a closed loop, which means you're going from one port to debarking from another port, you are going to need your passport. So
yeah. Especially if you're going like a transatlantic and trans-Pacific cruise, you're definitely going to need your passport, especially when you go ahead and do that. Now, so my backup is now. Here's the thing. If you don't have your passport, you have your birth certificate. If you get stranded at a port, for example, Cozumel, if something happens, you get hurt, and you got to be in a hospital. Now, here's the thing: got to have insurance. For example, a couple weeks ago, two young ladies got hurt. They got hit by a hit and run driver while they're riding their scooters. Uh, One of them had insurance, the other one did not, but both of them did not have no passports. So they were stuck there for at least a couple of days. And it costs a lot of money if you don't have a passport. If you get left on a cruise, you got to go through a lot of loopholes. You got to go. I think in Cozumel, I don't know if they have a American consulate on the island. I think you had to go to Mexico City to the embassy or the consulate. It's going to cost money. It's going to cost a lot of money. So if you're going on an excursion, have an emergency credit card or have extra cash because a lot of those hospitals want to take cash, especially in those small islands like in the Bahamas or in Cozumel. So yeah, that's why I'm very, very careful what I want to do, especially at a church like that. Bruce, a couple of things we need to talk about. Now, a lot of things, especially on a Jubilee, uh, it's a lot of work. That ship is huge. I've been watching videos, the one from here to there. You gotta get in shape, bro. I mean, we all gotta get in shape for that because I mean, and Bruce is doing a good. He's doing a great job. What day are you on?
we are on day today will be day 62, 63. I'll have to look. But yeah, we've done it now for a couple months straight, getting ready for the booze cruise, but not just for our cruise coming up, but Cindy and I just decided that we wanted to get healthier, and we are losing weight. And even more important is we're feeling a whole lot more energy
Mm-hmm.
and really enjoying, and it's getting to the point now where we're looking forward to, going for those walks, going for those bike rides, doing the dancing and everything else that we've been doing on our shorts. we've been really really enjoying it. Um, and when we mix things up, because then it doesn't make it monotonous, and it makes it more fun. And we try to find funner ways to do things, like adding in the dancing, the aerobics. Then we did, obviously we've done the yoga, and we go for walks. And normally we try to do more than one walk a day. We'll take the dogs for a walk. But when we're taking the dogs for a walk, we can't get our heart rate up really well. So then later in the day, we'll normally do another walk where we're actually getting our heart rate up and everything else. And we have our Apple Watches, and they help us out, letting us know how we're doing and everything. So we're really enjoying it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And Chris does say yes. Don't forget the travel insurance now. Yes, travel insurance during the holiday season. Now, I watch the news a lot. You know me, I watch the news a lot. Now, the government might be shutting down in a matter of hours. If that happens, what's going to happen is the passport's going to be delayed. Uh, the TSA is going to get paid, so you're going to have longer lines. The longer the shutdown is, the longer the line is. If the shutdowns like through the holiday season, it's going to be crazy, especially when you're traveling. So you got to keep that in mind. You got to have a backup plan, like I always say. Now I agree, and Bruce agree. If you go on a cruise, you must get there to the cruise port a couple of days for your actual cruise.
Yeah, I mean, if you're flying in, I
Mm-hmm.
definitely would fly in the day prior.
Mm-hmm.
Some people that live really close to the cruise ports, and obviously they don't need to go to the cruise port till that day of, if they're just a few hours away. But yeah, especially if you're flying, you definitely want to fly in early, at least one day. And if it's a if you're going out of a city like you've never gone out of before, then you'll probably want to go in a couple days early so you can see some of the sites. Like, um, we're going to New Orleans here at the end of October, and we're flying in early. On that one, we're taking a red eye, so we're actually arriving the day before, um, and we'll still be able to see some of the sites. We're going out of Miami next year, and we're definitely flying in early. Um, and we're probably going to be staying later too, because Cindy wants to rent a car and go up to Disney World. So we're probably going to check out Disney possibly also.
Now, yeah, speaking of rental cars, now I am not able to drive, so I can't rent a car. You know, the driver's license in the state of Texas don't want me to drive because of my eyelids or whatever. That's why I love Uber and Lyft. You try Uber or you try Lyft. You can. Now, here's the thing about Uber and Lyft. You could pre-plan your trip. You can set it like a couple of weeks in advance to get that rate, and that's what I'm going to do. At least 2 or 3 weeks before my actual cruise, I'm going to do Uber because I got to do Uber from where I'm at to Dallas Field, and then I got to do another Uber from Houston Hobby to my hotel, and then I got to do another Uber from the hotel to the terminal. So that is the plan for me to do that. Now, on the way back from my cruise, I'm doing the shuttle bus. Now, can you explain what that? They don't have special hours for that. I guess they run constantly.
Uh, yeah. So with the shuttles, and you can do them um, the day of the cruise, and then also after the cruise. Most of the cruise lines offer shuttles, and it will range anywhere from 20 to 30 bucks or so per person.
Mm-hmm.
Um, sometimes maybe a little bit more, depending on how far you're having to go. But one thing that we do sometimes is we will, like when we're going out of Galveston and we fly into Houston, then we normally stay at a hotel close to the Houston airport.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next morning, the day of the cruise, we go back to the airport, and then we catch the cruise shuttle to go to the cruise port. They normally start running about 10 a.m. the day of the the day of the cruise.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get back on debarkation day, they normally start running. That if you bought um, the ticket to take the shuttle, they'll wait for you, but they normally will start running about, depending on when the ship
Gets back.
debarks. But if you get in port on time and they start letting people off in time, they normally start running about 9 a.m. or so going to the airport. And so that's normally what we do when we're in Houston. But one thing that you can also look into is if you want to, like, whether it's in Galveston or going on, we're going here, do some research because um, Lyft and Uber are not always the cheapest.
Right.
I actually got a shuttle company that is less expensive in New Orleans, going from the airport to the cruise port or to the hotel, and then from the hotel to the cruise port, less expensive than Uber or Lyft. So make sure you do your research when you're looking into that.
Yes, absolutely. Especially because you're probably cheaper. Now, especially when you do that, especially when you get that old person's card. I like calling that old person AARP members. Do your research on this. See what you could get since you're traveling. If you're traveling by plane, or if you're going to rent a car, obviously I would not rent a car because you rent a car, you gotta put it at a parking spot that costs money. So you pay for the parking and you pay for the car to stay there for a week. So yeah, that's why usually.
Also, if you are a veteran and
Mhm.
if you are a disabled veteran of 50% rating or higher, I know New Orleans and some of the other parking lots also at the cruise ports have them, and I'm going to do more research for Galveston and that. But in New Orleans, and I found this out because we're researching it for the booze cruise coming up. If you have a 50% rating or higher for disability through the VA, parking is free. All you have to do is bring your credentials that show you have that 50%, and parking's free.
Hmm. Oh, that's good. That's good for all the veterans. And yes, the XL class ships also has that veterans that bar that I will be at. My dad was
Hey, Bud Files.
Butterflies in the house. How you doing, bro? Been a long time since I saw him. But yeah, the thing is, I like the XL class ships because they got that dedicated veterans bar. The
Yeah, yeah, it's really cool. They started that on the Carnival Panorama,
oh, okay.
which was the last ship of the Vista class. They did the Heroes Bar, and now I think it's a great idea. And one of my favorite drinks is at the Heroes Bar called the Shore Leave. Um, but it's a cool bar. It's what used to be the sports bar, and it still is a sports bar, but it's called Heroes Bar,
Hmm.
and they have a lot of dedication to veterans and to the military, and their drinks are military terms, and I'm sure you can get the regular drinks too, but it's
Yeah.
kind of cool. And you can go in there and watch the football games or whatever also. So it's a great it's a great
Understand
bar.
it.
I'm sure Z is going to be in the Heroes Bar watching the Dallas Cowboys lose. So
Oh, wow. Okay. Hello. Yeah. Speaking of,
no, it's all good. I have a really good friend that lives in Dallas, and he's obviously a huge Dallas Cowboy fan. So they're good. I root for them quite a bit. So
yeah, speaking of Dallas, I can't believe Detroit beat Pittsburgh. That was a shocker.
that's awesome, though. I'm happy for Bill. Bill's
I haven't
a
seen
big
Bill.
Detroit.
Yeah, so I haven't seen Bill because I know he's gonna rub it in my face. Ooh, look what they did. Okay, but yeah, uh, especially both for our cruises. Bruce, you going on the New Year's Eve cruise, or you?
No, we had to change that because of scheduling with Cindy's work, we had to back it up. So now we are getting on the Jubilee on February 24th. We
You should
Cindy's
have.
gonna.
You should have went on the December 23rd. I
Well,
mean,
we couldn't. That whole time frame. Cindy's got meetings and stuff that she couldn't get out of. So, yeah, we
uh,
can't
yeah,
cruise that whole time. So,
yeah. Speaking of the Jubilee, and the deadline was last Sunday. Bruce, are there any cabins open? Or I know there might. I know a lot of people at the last minute could not pay for that cruise. So I was just wondering if there are any cabins open up, and do you think they're gonna have some upgrade uh, specials coming up?
well, it's hard to say because a lot of cruise lines for upgrades, um, once the uh, final payment date has happened,
Hmm.
they don't do very many upgrades. I mean, every once in a while you might get them, but after final payment, those are far and in between. They're not always there. And yes, there are cabins still available for the 23rd selling. The 30th selling is completely sold out.
Wow.
Um, but
Yeah,
there are some cabins available. It looks like all categories. There are cabins still available.
that's cool. And now my cabin is the 4E interior. What is the 4E interior cabin? What is that? Is that a square or is that a
No,
rectangle?
it's just so each category A, B, C, D, E. It's just the size of it. Um, you know, and they're going to be a little bit different price because the bigger that they get, the higher price they are.
Hmm.
Um, and so they go all the way down to 4G, I believe, on the Jubilee, or
Mm,
4F, and they go up in the higher up in the category, E, D,
hmm.
C, B. Then a little bit higher they are because they're just a few feet bigger. There's not a ton of difference. So between the different categories, but it's just the size of the cabin.
So they don't. So I seen that on a celebration. They said their interior cabins. There are two different kinds. They're like a rectangular, and there's a square cabin on interior. That's why I want to ask that question because that's what I see on the other people who are showing the interior cabins. Because I love that because especially if you are a content creator inside that interior cabin, they don't have one, but not two, but three outlets and the thing. And that's what I love is I can put my laptop, my camera is charging, and yeah, and I
Yeah, the Excel class, they did add a little bit more. They did add a little bit more plugins. We still bring our power strip. Now, remember, you can't bring a surge protector power strip on the ship. You can bring just a regular one that's cruise line approved,
mm-hmm,
but you can't. And if you bring one that is a surge protector, the cruise line will confiscate it, and you'll be able to get it back at the end of the cruise.
right,
But you don't want to mess with that hassle and doing all that kind of stuff. Just bring one that is not surge protected, and you'll
right,
be good to go.
yeah. So, Chris said he's gonna make all kinds of videos. So am I, bro. So am I. I will.
Yep, he says that you and him are gonna be
Oh,
making a lot of fun ship videos.
hmm. We're gonna have. I'll tell you. I know for a fact. I'm gonna have some videos of Bill doing karaoke and doing some dancing. I know he's gonna be doing some dancing. So I'm gonna be videotaping Bill on Travel Adventures and myself. Yeah. So yes, and yes, I'm gonna be doing some Wednesday dance. You never know when I have my first or second drinky. My first or second drinky drink. I'll be a lot of drinking, but yeah, I will be very, very cautious because I'll have everybody look at me and see what Z is going to do next. They're going to videotape, so I got to be my
Yeah,
brain
it's
attack.
gonna be you know, a beautiful ship as the other two. Now this one, when it comes into service, it will be the biggest of the XL
Yeah.
class. It'll be bigger than the Mardi Gras and bigger than the Celebration by a little bit. So but
Mhm.
it's you know, already seeing some of the pictures and stuff. It's a
Oh,
beautiful ship. Cannot wait. They still have not announced the godmother.
yeah, that's what, you know, yeah. So that's the one that's going to have in my, it's like insane the membrane, and
Yeah.
they going to hopefully,
I
hopefully,
have a feeling, Z, and I know you're probably not going to want to hear it. I
I find,
think I think they're going to be picking a godmother or godfather. It could be a godfather, um, that is from the state of Texas. Just like they picked Kendall, she's from the state of Texas. I have a feeling that this ship is going to be all about Texas.
it's going to be all about Texas, which I understand. And needless to say, I hope it's not, uh, what's her name? I don't even want to say her name. She
Uh,
does, she, yeah. But yeah, there's good things about that. Yeah, if it's not my baby mama carry on, that's okay because I'm gonna have my MP3 player. I'm gonna have my Bluetooth speaker, and I'm gonna say I don't care. I got my baby mama right here. That's all I need. And yes, I'll be in the hot tub. Anyway, but yes, now the seed crowds had not been announced. I've been waiting for that for the longest time. Um, so basically, you think since I don't think the full crew has been announced yet. I know Kendall's on there. I know the captain. I want to say over there now, getting ready for the sea trials. Uh, that's going to be very interesting, and a lot of people say, "Hey, it's going to be great." I cannot wait. Now, the fill out the crew, I think you might confirm this. You think they're going to get some other crews from the other XL class ships to make this one to be because this is a big thing. They want to knock this cruise out. They want to do a pressure on this cruise because this is the pride of the state of Texas on it. So they gotta have the crew that the acknowledgement of the cruise ship and everything like that. I guess they're gonna do that for the 2 week and a half that travels from Europe to the United States. So I know Kendall Fire. Oh man, guys, if you don't know who Kendall Fire is, you need to check out her videos. She is an incredible woman. I met her a couple of times when I was on the Vista. She knows Cozumel the best. She knows where to go, what to do, what to buy, what not to buy at Cozumel. That's her favorite spot. And yes, you know, even though she got married, but that's okay. She got married. So yeah. Speaking of all of that, um, the steakhouse. Did you like the 5 by 5 steakhouse? And if you like that steakhouse, and number two, are you a wine drinker?
uh, yes, we've ate at the steakhouse a couple times and have really enjoyed it. Our favorite steakhouse that we ate in was actually on the Miracle. On the Miracle, the steakhouse is in the funnel. It is the coolest thing. Really enjoyed it. Um, so but we've ate at Fahrenheit 555 twice. Have really enjoyed it. And they have great whether you're getting a steak or getting seafood because they have the seafood options too. And Cindy ordered this salmon. It was so good. It melted in your mouth. It was fabulous. And so yeah, we really enjoyed the steakhouse. Um, as for wine, we have drank wine. We're not huge wine connoisseurs. We're not huge drinkers, period. But we have had wine, and we have found a couple wines that we really like for dinner and stuff like that. But we're not, we're just learning this stuff. So
Mm-hmm. So now my next question with the wine thing: do I have to open it there, or can I take that wine with me? Oh, with me
take it home.
because
So
the
yeah,
first
so if you buy alcohol,
no,
wine,
what I was saying is the first night on the cruise on the specialty dining, you get a complimentary bottle of
oh,
wine.
right.
My question is, if I don't open it, can I take it home with me? Do I
Uh,
do? Can I? Do I have to open it up
yeah,
while I'm there?
Carnival has changed their policy. Let me pull that up on a wine policy. I don't know if you can take it back to your cabin. You may have to turn it in and then pick it up at the end of the cruise. But I'm going to see in the that Carnival what the policy is. Here we go.
Yeah, what he's doing that.
So they do charge a if they're going to uncork it for you, they
Mm-hmm,
do charge a $15 cork fee per bottle, per 750-liter bottle.
mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, so it do that the complimentary. Yeah, so yes, and I heard a lot of people say the best way to. I have not done wine in years. I think the last time I had some wine was wow, 2012. Was at a comedy club and my friend bought a bottle of wine. He said, "Hey, Z, I want you to try this." And
so looking at their policy when it comes to wine, it looks like they hold on to it for you, and then they will bring you and pour it for you either in the MDR or the steakhouse or bar. So, but it does not look like you can take it back to your cabin the way I'm reading this.
mm,
But and then obviously if you purchase alcohol at any ports of call, you have to
yes,
turn them in when you get back to the cruise.
mm-hmm.
I'm looking here.
Oh yes, and definitely we have to talk about the alcohol.
Oh, okay. Well, here you go. So here's another one. If you buy alcohol in the fun shops prior to the cruise, um, onboard assumption designed for in-state entertainment only, which means the ones that you so they can be served. I guess you have to give it to your maitre d', but they can be served, and this is only for wine and champagne.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they can be served in the dining room or steakhouse, but they can be consumed in your stateroom. But you can't it looks like you can't just take it to public areas and drink it.
Yeah, I wasn't. I wasn't even thinking about that. I just want to know if I was going to keep it, and then at the end of the cruise, bring it with me. And yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like I said, I'm not a wine. The last time I had wine, it tastes like stale Kool-Aid to me. But yeah, I had to get used to that. But yeah, for those of you who are doing the specialty dining, the first night you'll get a free complimentary. I think it's a house wine. Just tell what kind of wine you want, white or red, and I just might give it to somebody. I might just give it to Cheryl or Derek and Amanda because they'll be there on that cruise too. So I need to talk to you and find out what my schedule is. And by the way, guys, I'm gonna say this: my cabin's on deck 10. I won't tell you what the room is, but it's on deck 10. You probably hear me going screaming say, "Hey, it's cruise time! You gotta have it." Cruz not said his wife Tracy's the big wine drinker, but yes, if she is, what would be a best drinking for wine? Is it a white or is red with my steak? Now, as far as casino is concerned, I'll be there all day, all day. Now, so I know which one of the reasons why I'm not going to business cruise because you got to be on that cruise and you cannot go to the casino until you get to international waters, which is like 9 hours after y'all leave. I mean, that was strange because and your family's from Texas. You remember when they opened it up the casinos in Louisiana? Do you remember that?
Mm-mm.
Well, they have casinos in Louisiana, Shreveport, and Moses City, and most of those casinos were on the river and everything like that. So I was wondering why it's not international waters on the waterway in Shreveport or whatever. I just don't get why they. It just boggles my mind. I mean, when you get on a cruise ship, you're not. You're basically not on an American ship because the ship's registry is from the Bahamas or something like that. So if you get on board that ship, the casino should be open. I'm just saying, but Texas is stupid like that. Yes, and we gotta talk about the drink packages, bro. Now I know for a fact in Texas and New York, the drink package don't start until the second day. Now, why is that? But in Atlanta or in Florida, you can buy the drink package and it starts right then. Why is that?
Uh, it's more than likely to have to do with state laws and what state laws are
But the,
when it
the,
comes to taxes and stuff like that. And taxes for those could be higher in Texas and New York, and the cruise lines don't want to front that. I
but
don't
Royal
know because
Caribbean,
you can start right away in out of Florida, but it's just it's
yeah, but
more likely state law.
yeah, but here's the thing. I've been through it. On Royal Caribbean, if they buy the drink package, it works when you get on the cruise ship. So it says to me, if it works for Royal Caribbean and Carnival doesn't want to refuse to pay the extra taxes, it's just Carnival being cheap. I'm just saying.
Well,
It's
I
I have friends of mine that went on Royal Caribbean a couple of months ago. They got the drink package. They said, "Hey, I got the drink package." I said I got on the ship. I started drinking, and they let me do the drink package. I just, it's just
yeah,
me.
each cruise line is doing their business the way they feel that they need to do it. I mean, Royal right now is even though Carnival is Norwegian, they all are, but Royal seems to be the leader in charging for extra things on the cruise ship now.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
yeah, each cruise line is running their business the way they feel that they need to run it. So
yeah. So, yes, I like the casinos. Yes, yes, I'll be at the casino. I'll be at the slot machines. Now I just saw a video a couple hours ago. There was a guy talking about the point system for as far as the casino to get the casino rates. The longer you gamble, you get points. Do you know about the casino points system?
I do not. I've actually been asking people that I know gamble on the ships how they work, and it's the points work per. I think. I think Bill was saying like with Royal Caribbean, you have to spend $5 to get 1 point.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is with Carnival or
that's
Norwegian or them, so I
yeah.
don't know a whole lot about it because I really don't gamble on the ship. So
Yes, and yes. So are y'all? Oh yeah. Speaking of, I love the dressing. The bubble night, Bruce. You gonna see a totally different person when I'm right on the cruise. I gotta find me a good hat. I'm talking about a black hat or a purple hat. I'll be doing the Rick Flair. Sorry for firing, baby. Woo! It's gonna be great. Now, have you guys paid for those pictures of the cruise that takes? Do you pay for any kind of packages? I know you can choose. They're taking pictures all the time, and you get to choose what kind of pictures you want to buy.
Yes.
Uh,
So it doesn't cost anything for the photographers to take your pictures. So I recommend everyone to take them as many as you can from their professional photographers. And then we normally don't do a photo package. We'll just go and we'll normally pick, one or two of the photos that we want. And I mean, we don't do it on every cruise either. Sometimes we don't buy any of them. So because after a while it seems like it's the same type of photos over and over and over again. And so the we have our own cameras that we do our own photos and vlogging and everything, but we every once in a while we might buy one of the elegant night photos or something like that.
hmm Yeah, because me and Bill, we're gonna have a contest. He don't know it yet.
You're gonna have a
We're gonna
contest about what?
dress up contest. See who's the slickest one.
Oh, Bill
Yeah,
dresses pretty sharp, so that's gonna be a tough one for you, buddy.
that'll be a tough one, but I'll be lighter on my feet. I'll be lighter. I'm picking out the. That's why I like Amazon because I'm gonna pick out. I don't know. I might wear a suit. I might get some fancy slacks. I'm thinking about doing a suit because you got to dress to impress. Yes, you got to dress in the press. You got to be. Yeah, because I'm looking for the future Z Roberts on this cruise. Because you know what? Here's the thing. Now, Bruce, especially when on my next cruise, will probably be on the Icon, probably 2025 or 2026. I'm definitely going to do a cruise on
Well,
2026.
since you're talking about the Icon and it's going to be going out of Miami, think
Mm-hmm.
about this next week. We'll actually have the rates released. We are doing that rock and roll tribute band group cruise in the last weekend, basically like November 29th or something like that of 2025. So
Hmm. And that was is the what cruise company is that?
that's going to be on the Icon.
The rock and roll.
Yep, it's going to be
So
Icon of the Seas. Um, in it's going on November 29th of 2025. So we've
cool.
already gotten a lot of interest. We just released what the ship was and everything. We've already gotten a lot of interest that we'll start booking people this next week on, and it's going to be fantastic. So something you ought to think about.
2025, huh?
What's
Yeah,
that?
the one at the Icon 2025
Yep,
November.
November 2025.
And it's did they say what kind of rock and roll? Is it just
So the four bands is I can't remember their names, but I know that they're tribute bands. One of them is for Pink Floyd, one of them is for The Who, and one of them is for Styx. I can't remember what the fourth one is. They're all bands out of Chicago, and there's a video that we are going to be playing during our live Tuesday night. And by the way, just to put it out there, we had mentioned last Tuesday night that I was going to be having mouth surgery on Monday and we weren't
oh
going to have our live on Tuesday night, but that has been postponed. And so we will be going live Tuesday night at 9
okay.
p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, you probably need to make a video of that. Did you announce that you're gonna have surgery Tuesday?
Well, I was going to have surgery on Monday. That has been postponed, and so we are going to be live on Tuesday night.
Yes, Ocean travels Tuesday night. And you
And
know what?
Bill's in the house, and he says he's wearing Dockers. Hey,
Oh, okay.
Bill, I love Dockers. Dockers are fantastic.
I got fun. You know what? I got to wear some black doctors. I will be wearing some black doctors, probably a black shirt or a purple shirt, and one of those suede hats. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be like Ric Flair, styling and performing, bro. You gotta get ready. It's gonna be. I'm telling you, this cruise on the Carnival Jubilee is gonna be one of the best of all time. You're gonna see some video. You're gonna see some pictures. You're gonna see some video. Now, speaking of as far as a content creator on your cruising, what kind of music do you use for your videos? You know what? I've been watching videos. A lot of people use just video music for all their videos. I need to do commentary on it. So how do I? Because if I'm going to do that as far as editing concerns, and I'm going to be filming most of the day on the Jubilee, I got to have a good software. I can use all kinds of music. I don't have to pay armor. Do you pay the money for your music?
Do I? Well, say that again. Yeah. So I have an account, professional account, Epidemic Sound, and they that is 100% copyright free music. I also use music from YouTube library.
Mm-hmm.
There's some good music in there, and so I go different areas to get my music, and even if I'm talking, I'll just turn the music down, and then it flows pretty good when I'm not talking into showing the sceneries and pictures and whatever we're doing. So, but that's what I do. Most of the time I use Epidemic Sound.
Right, right. So yeah, I'm basically on the Jubilee. I might do like sail party. I know I just don't want to get a copyright straight if I do sail party.
So most of the time, because I have done videos of the Sellaway party, and it's not very often. In fact, I have never gotten a copyright strike.
I mean,
You could get a copyright claim,
mm-hmm.
which, I mean, that's really not that bad. It just means that you're that particular video that you are playing, either you're going to share the from the ads and stuff. You're going to share the revenue, or depending on whoever owns the copyright, they may not share any of it, and they may take all of the revenue from that video. But the way that I look at it, as long as it's not a copyright strike and it's just a copyright claim, it showing that type of stuff makes it a better video.
Yes.
So, and YouTube will let you know it when you're uploading it. More than not, they'll give you a chance to change it if it is going to be a copyright strike or even a claim. But sometimes depending on what it is, I like it. Like with the Sellaway parties, the different shows and stuff like that. If they allow you to videotape, I definitely want to videotape more than with the music and everything, as long as it's not a copyright strike.
Mm-hmm. We got people coming in. We got Antoinette Fun. I talked to her yesterday. I mean, she's so excited for me to get on the greatest cruise of all time. I'm trying to get her to go on the cruise, but hey, Antoinette Fun, welcome in. We're just talking about
Antoinette.
Yes, that's the sister for another mother. But yes, she is one of the person I like to talk to a lot. She does a great show. So I'm trying to get her to go on the Jubilee cruise. But yes, the rock and roll for the icon of seas. I can't wait for that. I might have to put on Tuesday. He's going to announce it, and can you find out the information?
Yep, I'm hoping that we have the rates by our Tuesday night live. But as soon as we get the rates, we'll be announcing it.
Yes.
And then we'll be able to get people on it. And remember, you're going to have 2 years to pay this thing off, which is
Mhm.
fantastic. You can make payments on it and all that. And so it's going to be a fantastic cruise. We are, we're going to have concerts going on with the different bands, a lot of different activities. There's going to be an opportunity to be part of a VIP um, reception. And so it's going to be a fantastic, fantastic cruise. And it's going to be on a great ship. At the time that we get on it, it will be the largest ship in the world. So
Oh,
it's going to be fantastic.
I might, you know what? Might have to be my celebration for my 60th birthday because 2026. That's when I turn the big 60. And yes, need to find out. You need to find if you can find out for us the deposit and everything. I might have to go ahead and do
So
that.
I do know that you can put the $100 down per cabin to save you a spot. There will be the full deposit. Again, I haven't got all those, but it will probably be 250 per cabin or 125 per person. That's what Royal has been um, on my other group cruises that we have with Royal right now. But this is a bigger group cruise, so we're just waiting for the event department to get back with me to let me know what our rates are going to be. So, but it's going to be a fantastic cruise, and I hope everyone can join us. It's going to be great.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of cruising, you're doing one in 2024 with Sea Lake Journeys.
So yeah, we do. We've got Sea Lake Journeys group cruise. That's with TNT Adventures to Sea. They are both hosting it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is in May. That's
Okay.
May 19th of 2024. That is on the Norwegian Breakaway, sailing out of Miami.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great group. That's going to be a great cruise. We've got great rates, and we still have some cabins available, but they are booking up. So get a hold of me if you guys want to get on that one. Then
Yeah.
we've got Eddie. No, before that we've got Clock Family Adventures, who has back-to-back group cruises. They have a group cruise it's on the Utopia of the Seas, and the Utopia of the Seas is doing shorter cruises. They're doing 3 and 4 night cruises, and so they have the September 13th to the 16th is the 3-day, and then 16th to the 20th, which is a 4-day. So you can actually make it a 7-day cruise if you do the back to back. Both of them on the Utopia of the Seas, which will be the last of the Oasis class size ships, and
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be a fantastic cruise. You're going to go to the same itinerary basically, except on the 16th to 20th you'll have a sea day, where on the 13th through the 16th you won't have a sea day. They're going to Nassau, Bahamas, and to Coco Cay, and so you'll be doing them twice if you do the back to back. But it is going to be a great group cruise, also both of
Yeah.
them. And then in October of next year, Eddie Lugo Studio has a group cruise. It's the Booze Cruise 2.0, the
Mm-hmm.
secret group cruise. That one is out of Tampa
Mm-hmm.
on the Carnival Paradise. And
Yeah.
it's a great itinerary. It is a 6-day itinerary.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's going to be great, doing some of the, I believe it's Eastern Caribbean out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have great rates on that one too. And that one is booking up though. So get a hold of me and we can get you on that one.
Absolutely.
And then, and that's one's over Halloween, and there's going to be a lot of great activities. There's some great, great people going on, including House of X.
Mm-hmm.
It's going on that, and I believe the muster drill is going on that. Cruising is fun anytime, and JNS Adventures are going on it, and Tinkerbell's going on. So there's a lot of great, great people going on that cruise. So get a hold of me again. My email is bruce@oceanoceantravel.com, and we can get you on that one. Just email me. And then in January, on January 26th of 2025, you know what? Let me back up a little bit. Even though I'm not participating in it, if Sean from the Down Under Cruiser sees this, or if he's in the chat, I haven't seen him pop up, but let me just talk about Helping Hands for Cruising. They have a group cruise out of Sydney, Australia on January 2nd of 2025. It's a 14-day cruise. It's on Celebrity, I think it's Celebrity Edge, but it is on a Celebrity ship. And you'll want to get a hold of Crystal at Destinations Delight if you're interested in that cruise. But then Eddie Lugo has another group cruise, January 26th. This one is going out of Puerto Rico, and it is on the Norwegian Viva, which is the sister ship to the Prima, and it's going to be a fantastic cruise. It's going to the ABC Islands, and it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a great group cruise. That one, there's a port every day. There will not be any sea days. So if you are someone that loves to go to ports, then that is going to be the cruise for you. Get a hold of me and we can get you on that. Again, we got great rates. We also we've got some great cabin locations. So just get a hold of me of that. And then if that's not enough.
Go ahead and do it.
Close, but I've got Bamanola. Used to be called Bamanola Lawn Adventures. Now I believe it's just called Bamanola Adventures. They Billy is doing a group cruise in March 1st of 2025 out of Galveston on the Carnival Jubilee.
I thought it was the 20. I thought it was 24. Is it 24 to?
No, Bamanola is 25.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay.
It's March 1st of 2025.
Okay.
So it's going to be over Mardi Gras, and it will be on the Carnival Jubilee out of Galveston, Texas. So again, and that one's in the Western Caribbean. It's going to be a great group cruise. That's a 7-day. Going to, I believe that one's going to Costa Maya. Might be going to Belize. It's doing Cozumel. It's kind of doing the traditional Western Caribbean. And so that's going to be a great group cruise. That's March 1st. So get a hold of me. We've got great rates on that one also and some great cabins. So get a hold of me there. And then in June of 2025, June 15th of 2025, we, Ocean Travel, is having a group cruise. We are partnering with other creators that will be on there is Embarkation Nation, also Cruising is Fun Anytime, and JNS Adventures. But we are partnering with Helping Hands for Cruising. That will be a Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise. That one is a bucket list group cruise. And Z, I know you want to get on this ship. It is on the Norwegian Encore. And it's a beautiful ship. They have the three deck car track. It is a beautiful ship. And guess where the itinerary is, Z?
Where is it at?
It is from Seattle to Alaska. And it is going to be fantastic. You know, Alaska is a lot of people's bucket list. And we are doing Juneau, doing Ketchikan, doing Skagway. We're doing the Glacier Bay, and then stopping quick like at Victoria, British Columbia, and then back to Seattle. It is going to be a great cruise. And the Encore, what's cool about the Encore is the Encore was built specifically for Alaska. So they have an inside observation deck that's got 2-3-story windows. So you don't have to stand out on the outside to see all of Alaska. You can be at the observation deck inside the ship, nice, warm, and toasty. So it is a fantastic, and really in the summertime, Alaska is not as cold as a lot of people think it is. We did Alaska a couple years ago, and or last year, and um, and I wore t-shirts at times. You just have to dress for layers, because sometimes it'll be chilly, but sometimes you're going to be hot. You're going to want to take off some of those layers. So, but it's going to be a great group cruise. This is partnering with Helping Hands for Cruising. So get a hold of me. We can get you on. We got some great rates on that one for Alaska, and also got some great cabin locations and cabins there. And then the last one, we already spoke a little bit about it, is the Rock and Roll Group Cruise. This one is going to be on the Royal Caribbean Icon of the Seas. At the time that we do this group cruise, it will be the largest ship in the world. Cannot wait. It's going to be fantastic. That one is leaving out of Miami, and it's doing, I believe we're doing Western Caribbean out of there. It's going to be a great group cruise. We've got 4 bands on there. We're going to be playing the video on our live Tuesday night, talking a little bit more about it. But it is going to be a great group cruise. We'll be getting our rates set this department, Royal Caribbean, a large one. We're doing 1,000 cabins.
Y'all doing wait a minute, excuse me, you're doing 1,000 cabins?
We are doing 1,000 cabins. It's going to be a great group cruise. 4 bands. We're going to have 6 concerts happening during the cruise. We are going to be doing other events. There's the opportunity for you to be part of a VIP reception. You can get a hold of me at bruce@oceanoceantravel.com. They're also putting a website together. And we're going to have some great rates. I've already talked to Royal, and they're probably going to be able to hopefully be able to match or at least get close to what Wonder of the Seas was going to be. So we shall see, but it's going to be a fantastic group cruise. We've already got people that are itching to get booked on this thing. So it's going to be fantastic. And so I think that's it.
That's a lot. You know what? Speaking of that, Bruce, if you want to give me that information, go ahead and send me that information. All your group cruises, you can send it to me through Facebook, and I'll put it on my community page. If you want to go ahead and put that on the chat.
Sure. As soon as we get everything together, I'll definitely send that to you. And one thing too on the deposits, $100 deposit will save your spot in the cabin until you put your full deposit down. I don't have the dates yet when the full deposit will be due and then final payment, but you can put $100 down, and that's going to save you a spot. So it's going to be fantastic, and it is going to be a great group cruise. Cannot wait for that one.
That sounds like, you know, me and Bill, if they put like the Commodores on there, or for the Fire cover band, he'll be on that cruise if they do that, because he loves music. Especially, I think the one that you got me triggered on is the one with the Mardi Gras cruise. That one will be Z Roberts on a Mardi Gras style cruise when it's Mardi Gras.
Oh, you're talking about the Jubilee on March 1st.
Mardi Gras.
Yeah. That's going to be a great cruise. That's going to be a great one also. And Antoinette says, wow, so many group cruises. We do. Antoinette, we really have become the group cruise go-to people. We become we are your group cruise expert when it comes to doing group cruises or individual cruises also.
Like he did for me. You know me. I'm one of those guys, and once again I gotta say, Bruce had a lot of patience with me. I appreciate that. My friend appreciate that. But yeah, he had a lot of patience with me, and basically, when they opened it up for the Jubilee, that's what I said. I want the Jubilee. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get the Jubilee. And yes.
Antoinette asked a question in your chat. It says, Bruce, will you be on Sea Lake Journeys and TNT group cruise? I will be. So right now, I'm trying to be on the group cruises that I am booking. Because of timing and everything, I'm not going to be on every single one. The ones I can tell you I will be on right now are Sea Lake Journeys next year. I'll be on that one. I will be on Eddie Lugo's group cruise over Halloween next year at the end of October, and then I'll be on the Encore group cruise to Alaska, and then I will be on the Rock and Roll group cruise on the Icon. Those ones I know I will be on. There are other ones, I'm going to try and participate. I just don't know, just because of schedules, and that's the only issue. But those are the ones that I am going to be on. Cindy and I are going to be on for sure.
Absolutely, and especially I'm definitely going to be trying to do the Sea Lake Journeys Ocean TNT because I wanted to. I haven't tried NCL. I don't think. Have you tried NCL cruise yet?
No, that one will be my first NCL ship.
Yeah, so I think it'll be very different, and especially when somebody told me on those NCL ships they have a 24-hour bar and restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm saying now I'm looking at the Alaska cruise, but can you imagine myself, Bruce, Robin, probably Chad on that race car on a go kart, and they better have a breathalyzer on that one thing because it's gonna be crazy. Because contest now that you got me thinking, Bruce, about that Alaska cruise because go kart, and you never know. I might have a girlfriend by that time.
Yeah.
Especially now, here's the thing: that the only thing about all these cruises, especially if you're a solo cruiser, that's why I gotta find somebody. I'll find somebody to go with me on these good cruises because it costs a lot if you're a solo cruiser.
And I'm gonna put one more thing out there that and it's just in the beginning works. I don't know when it's gonna happen or what we're gonna do. But as I think most everyone knows, I'm a veteran, and I have been talking with Josh with the Moonlight Adventures, who is also a veteran. And we are probably going to be putting a veterans type group cruise together. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, we're just in the very beginning stages of it, so I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but I'm excited about that one too.
Yeah, the veterans thing, but my dad's a veteran, and as far as me is concerned, I support our veterans, right? Especially for the Vietnam veterans, because they didn't get a lot of respect when they came back, and I support the veterans all day, every day. I will 100% support them. And what my dad had to go through after he got back from Vietnam, it's a long story, but it was so sad. What at the time they were treating our veterans, and that's why I applaud Carnival with the veterans sports bar. And I remember it used to be the Sky Bar on the Vista class ships. So I guess they changed it. And good for Carnival for doing that. Especially
absolutely. Carnival does a really, really good job with veterans, and I know the other cruise lines do also, but I've only cruised with Carnival so far, so that's my experience. But Carnival does a fantastic job. They have the Veterans Acknowledgement Day. They have the get together in the big theater to acknowledge veterans, which is really cool. They partner with Wounded Soldier and other veteran organizations, which is fantastic. So yeah, it's they do a lot of great things when it comes to veterans, and I'm greatly appreciative of that.
The veterans, we need to support our veterans. I was going to say, how do you like the new studio? How you like the
What's
new?
that?
How you like the new studio?
Looking good. Looking good.
I put a video out there, guys. You want to see what it looks like so far? It's like 60% done. I got a lot more stuff to do on it, but when it comes now, before we go on my cruise on the Carnival Jubilee, I got an issue with Black Friday. Black Friday, if y'all know what Black Friday is, especially with Amazon, I am looking for a huge TV. I'm going to put in my living room. Probably a 75-inch one to just put that up there because this living room is going to be a dedicated gaming home theater room, and it's looking good. I got all my movies and stuff, but yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit later. But yes, the Jubilee was like 85 days to go. 85 days to go, and I'm packing.
That's awesome.
See, now, as far as everybody is concerned, yes, I'm going to bring a lot of luggage because that's who I am. Because I'm going to buy the souvenirs, the rum cakes. Now, yeah, have you been on an extra class ship, Bruce?
No, I have not been on an XL ship yet. When we go on the Jubilee on February, will be the first time we will have been on an XL ship. We've been on 2 of the 3 Vista size ships, but I know that the XL ship is going to be quite a bit larger than the Vista. But the only Vista ship we haven't been on is the Horizon. I do plan on getting on that one of these days. So, but no, I haven't been on Excel. And Antoinette, that sounds awesome. Just go ahead and email me, and I can get you a quote and everything for that cruise.
That's how. See, you see now, yeah. Antoinette is fun. I like her. She's, like I said,
I do too. And I watched her live the other day, and she does a fantastic job. I really enjoy watching her channel and her content.
yeah, absolutely. Especially when she just straight up. I said, "Hey, I like that. How it be straight up." So basically, this is the thing, guys. Carnival Jubilee, the greatest cruise of all time, December 23rd. Bruce has some. I think there's some cabins still available. If you want to contact Bruce or Ocean, I think you put your channel on the chat. Let me see if I can do that right quickly. I think. And yeah, I got that going right there. And if you want to contact him, there's still room available. I think that's gonna be the best. I'm just saying it's gonna be the best cruise of all time because this is gonna be the first time I'm gonna be on a cruise. It's gonna be a lot of people. Speaking of the Jubilee, is there any announcement for any kind of special occasions a couple of days before the cruise? Are they gonna have like a
No, so they're because the Jubilee has been delayed, they are not doing a naming ceremony, anything like that at the beginning. They are saving that for sometime next year, probably first quarter. But I'm not sure exactly when. I'm talking to them to find out because I was originally invited to the naming ceremony in Galveston, but when everything got delayed, they don't know when they're going to do it. So we'll see if I'm still able to go to that. But they do not have a naming. They don't have any ceremonies really planned at this time.
So yeah, I gotta figure now. I know Bill was on the first day of the celebration, and he got a lot of free gifts. I wonder if we're gonna have free gifts on the Jubilee, like the books and stuff like that.
They may. They may. But it's not. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, they may for the first year of that. It seems like that's what they kind of do, but I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Right. So yes. So by the way, if you're the Nightbot, thank you Nightbot for that information. If you want more information, Ocean Travel, the name's up there. Go ahead and do that, and go ahead and hook it up. If you want to check out his channel, He has a lot of information, and he is one of those guys that has a lot of patience with me because I was just going absolutely crazy, and especially when especially when I let off with the sauce. Now, if I was on the sauce, it would have been crazy. Yeah, and since the first second week of January, no fireball, and now when I get on that cruise ship. I'm gonna behave myself because there's gonna be a lot of content creators that are gonna have a lot of video watching me. I know Bill's gonna be haunting me. He's gonna say,
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to all the content coming out of from those first couple of cruises because there's a lot of creators on the December 23rd, and
mm-hmm.
there's a lot of creators on the December 30th. So there's going to be a lot of content coming out. So it's going to be exciting to see all of them as we're getting ready for the February cruise.
Yeah, especially yeah, you're gonna see. I'm telling you, you're gonna see a lot of material. And yes, there might be some PG 18 on that one. Just kidding. But hey, you never know. You never know, especially when I have a drink in my hand and trying to do. Yes, and by the way, yes, I am gonna be doing some live shows. Probably do it with a prime time. I know definitely I'm gonna be doing some reviews on the food, especially Shack Chicken, the 999 Steakhouse. I might be doing the shebangs, and there's a now the entire restaurant is free, right, Bruce?
Right now, yes. I don't know. So it was going to it they it, they were going to change it at some point to start charging, but they have not yet. So right now, shebang is part of your cruise. It's included.
Now, now, I want to tell you, I'm worried about Carnival, and I hope they have it. They better have some queso on the Jubilee. I'm just saying, if you're gonna do a Texas thing, you gotta have queso. Queso is king. Queso. I know queso is king. Hopefully they have some. I'm surprised they don't have it on the blue iguana because queso. If you're in Texas, you gotta have some queso. I'm just saying, queso is king down here, and if they're gonna do a Texas-based ship, they gotta have queso on there. I'm just saying, Tex-Mex, whatever. But yes, a lot of things gonna have on there. Now I'm gonna be fat. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be fat on that cruise. And I always said this in the early of the show. If you go on this cruise, if you like to eat, you gotta buy some extra large clothes. I'm gonna do that for a fact. And one of the things you gotta do that on the cruise because and they should get rid of the fitness center. I'm just saying.
Well, a lot of people actually use that fitness center. In
Yeah,
fact, Cindy and I are talking about it when we're on the cruise that we may end up using it on the Glory. Although they have the track up on top too. So, but we'll see. But a lot of people actually do use that fitness center. So
yeah.
all part of it's all part of Cloud9 and all that. So
Yeah. And once again, I got to thank you for the interior cabin. I'm gonna be. I'll be very, very happy. Okay, good. Let's see here. Getting ready to take on that.
hey, Danny, there's Danny Stories is in the house.
Yes, Danny Stories. Yeah. I need to do my James Bond thing.
Says he said I've never been on a cruise but hope to go on one soon. Hey, you know what, Danny? Cruising I think is awesome. If you have any questions or need any help or anything, feel free to give me a shout out. My email address, I dropped it in the chat, but it's Bruce at the number 2 oceantravel.com, and I can answer any of your questions that you may have. And you should get on a cruise. We got a lot of great cruises coming up too. So
Yes. So welcome in, Danny. Just check. Got to do my James Bond 007 here. Yeah, gotta be safe. No. Thank you coming in for Danny. Yes, if you like to get in touch with Ocean, you can follow that chat, follow the link up there. If you put it on there, but yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
Because the thing is, and I say this a lot, cruising is three into one. You know what I'm talking about? If you go on vacation, you got your on a cruise, you got your hotel, you got your food, and you got your drink. You don't have to worry about. You don't have to drive it anywhere, and it's a little bit cheaper. Yeah. Okay, just wrote down the email. Okay, cool,
Awesome.
cool. Appreciate that. Appreciate you coming in, but we're just talking about one of the greatest cruises of all time, the Carnival Jubilee. They're ready to be on December 23rd. It's going to be the bomb. We also were talking about other cruising. There's the Blues Cruise in October. Next year will be the incredible TNT Ocean Sea Lake Journey Cruise. I think it's in May of
May
2020.
19th of next year. Yeah. That's on the Norwegian breakaway.
That's on the Nemo Region Breakaway. If you want to see some crazy folks on that one, especially when you're going to be on a brand new ship, it's a new ship for us. But yeah,
Yeah, it's been around for a couple years. I think it was built in 2019, but
yeah,
it'll definitely be new to us. That's for sure.
it'll be new to a lot of people, and
Yep.
especially you're going to meet. If I go on there, you're going to meet me. You're going to meet Sea Lake Journeys, Robin, Chat, crazy people. Uh, Such a chat. He's crazy. He's crazy, and Robin is just incredible person. I'm just saying. And Chad, tell me what he did a couple of days ago. Thank you, Robin and Chad, for that. I
Yep.
appreciate that, and I cannot wait to get on that cruise. You don't know how psyched I'm in. I've been psyched since January. So I'm doing the Cheryl thing. I need to double check. I got my suitcase right over here in the living room, getting ready. I'll buy some stuff on Amazon. I'm gonna start packing as soon as possible, and I cannot wait. By the way, since you're on here, quick reminder: if you go on a cruise, I'll put it this way: government shutdown is gonna be today, maybe be tonight midnight. Now, if that happens, if you have travel things going on, this weekend, just be aware there might be some long lines. And let me ask you this, Bruce, since you've been watching the weather, about the news about New York City, the weather, the
Yep.
rain.
Yep.
I'm just saying, it's all because of that. It was a tropical storm, and it just set at northeast. A lot of people said that the cruising industry, a lot of waves over there. And yes, now if you have not been on a cruise, or you've been on a cruise a long time, you get that kind of weather, you probably want to check your doctor and say, hey, what do I need for motion sickness? 'Cause it will happen. Uh,
Yep.
and those
Yeah,
cruise,
you definitely want to. We use Dramamine, and we take it. We start the Dramamine the day before the cruise, and we take it at night. And Dramamine lasts for 24 hours. We've never had an issue with seasickness, and so that's our recommendation. But some people use the bracelets, some people use the patches, and all of them are great things. We just found that Dramamine is great for us, so that's what we use. But I know other people use patches and the bracelets, seasickness bracelets that you can get. So, but you definitely want to have something to prepare for. And also, when you're going on a cruise, and this is a tip for new cruisers, be adaptable because things can change. It's not going to be 100% perfect. So make
mhm,
sure that you are adaptable when you're getting on a cruise ship, and maybe be ready for the unexpected.
mhm.
Be
And,
expecting the unexpected
yeah,
because you just never know. But we love cruising. Cruising
mm,
is, I've done the numbers. I've crunched the numbers. Cruising is the most cost effective way to
yeah,
travel, and
mhm,
for what you get with a cruise, and I think it's the best way to go. So
yeah. That's
really
why.
enjoy it. Don't listen to all the hype that you hear in the news about it being a petri dish and all that stuff. That's just not true. It's not.
Mhm,
And
yeah,
most of the people that talk about that kind of stuff, they've never been on a cruise ship. So don't give in to the hype.
Absolutely. Now, here's the thing that if you're a first time cruiser and you want to know what would be a good spot to be on, what cabin spot you want to be on, my suggestion is to be in the midsection of the ship for first timers. If you're going on a first time cruise and you don't know if you're going to get seasick or anything like that, you probably don't want to be in the front or in the back of the ship. I'm just saying because those are the most up and down positions you go on a cruise ship like that. And if you're in the middle, it's not as rocky as the other parts of the ship, especially in the front. But yeah, I don't get seasick. If I feel woozy, I'll just do a shot tequila. I mean, it's clear, and I mean, I'm good to go. Wake up in the morning, I'm a Bloody Mary. But yeah, I'm so used to the ocean because, like I always said, me and my dad used to go deep sea fishing and everything like that. So it doesn't bother me. And
Yep.
yes, but one of the things about this cruise, I'll be hyped up. The whole week of the cruise will be hyped up.
Yeah,
Am I
just
gonna-
have fun, Z, and just take it easy. You don't have to do everything, so just remember that. And
I'll,
it's going to be a great cruise ship, though. It's going to be, it's a huge ship, Carnival Jubilee.
yeah.
There's going to be a lot of things to do.
Mm-hmm.
So just take it all in stride and have a fantastic time. It's going to be great. It's going to be
And
a fantastic cruise.
the one thing you need to be on the cruise, just relax. You don't you if you're going by yourself, you're on your own schedule. You don't have to be on. If you're on a good cruise, that may be different. But if you're a solo cruiser, you really don't have to be on any kind of time schedule. You do what you want to do. You go to the show. You can wake up. You can go eat or do whatever. Don't be on a time schedule because, like we said, you probably can't see. You probably won't see a lot of the cruises going on like that. I mean, there's a lot of activities going on. Uh, I'm not into the shows. I'm probably into the comedy and the karaoke because I would just like to see people try to sing. And the dance nightclub, just want to see them dance when they're a little drinky. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. My suggestion is just have fun and have fun. Have fun.
Yep.
Now, Bruce, one more question before if you have to leave.
Yep.
Is there a possible way that Virgin Voyages will have a ship in Galveston?
You know what? I would say probably eventually. Galveston right now is the fourth largest cruise port in the United States. Um, it's slowly catching up, and so and more cruise lines are going out of Galveston. MSC has made an agreement with Galveston now. They're going to be cruising out of there. Carnival keeps adding ships. Royal keeps adding ships, and they're adding their bigger ships. And Galveston is becoming one of the bigger ports. It's becoming one of the favorite ports. A lot of people love cruising out of Galveston because the port does a really good job. And so it would not surprise me if Virgin put a ship in Galveston. It would not surprise me at all.
Yeah, for like a season or something like that. And is there any news about the next Icon class ship? Have they started building that one?
I have not heard any news yet, but I mean, Royal, it seems like they're like doing a couple ships of a year, it seems like lately. So we'll see. I'm sure they've got them in the works.
Yeah, because Carnival, the Jubilee will be the last Carnival ship they build until like 2027, 2028. So, and there are some signs that Carnivals are still there. Cruise companies are still in debt. That they did one world progress for the past couple of years since the thing that shut down. And yeah, it's gonna take a little bit more time, and hopefully they're gonna be back to normal, and hopefully anytime that anything happens like that again. Uh, but especially for me, I will be getting a shot just in case. It has not gone away. There's not a lot of news. It's not as huge like it used to be. But there's some cases that people will still get the virus or they get the other kind of virus. Just be careful. do the shots, wash your hands, just be careful.
Yep.
Uh,
In fact, yesterday, so I'm kind of dragging today. Cindy and I got both our flu shot and the updated COVID booster shot. Just because we don't want to get severely sick on, it's just to protect ourselves. And I recommend everyone to do it.
mhm,
But definitely, get that flu shot.
mhm,
Because it does help you, even if you do get sick, not to get severely sick. So none of these things prevent you from getting sick,
mhm.
but they can help you to not have a bad sickness or a bad time. So
A bad experience, especially when you go ahead and do that. And yes, the things that we're going through, it's almost over. But yeah, it's still around. So guys, just be careful. Definitely just watch other people. Hopefully, that's why one of the things I would not go on the buffet line. I A lot of people don't wash their hands and they're touching those things. And one of the reasons why I don't go to the buffet with kids, kids obviously they don't wash their hands and they're grabbing stuff, but because they could spread that like crazy. So that's one of the reasons why I probably stay away. I'll probably do the main dining most of the time. I'll be doing the tuna melt. Oh, God. That tuna melt. If you ever have a tuna melt on a cruise ship, it's priceless. And yes. And speaking of priceless, I agree. And my friend Greg said, I agree too. I'm not going to rent a scooter. No scooter for me. Uh, so, yes, that's why we're doing the workout contest. You call it a contest or you just call it a go?
it's
What?
not a contest. We're just you know, we decided to go on this journey and share our journey with everyone by doing these shorts. And from that, we just ask people, hey, if you're doing something, let us know. And we have gotten a ton of encouragement, a ton of positivity. And so it's exciting. So, but anyways, I do have to pop off here, Z.
I
So
appreciate. I appreciate. Hey, once again, if you want to book a cruise, go to oceanoceantravel.com. If you want to check out his channel, do that for the Nightbot. And yes, he will be on this Tuesday with the breaking news. I cannot wait for the breaking news. It is 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Time. Check out Ocean. He is the king. He is the creator. He is the dominant person, especially if you want to go on a good cruise. He is the man. And speaking, Cindy is a woman too. It's the woman behind the man, but the woman is in charge.
yep.
Cindy is in charge. She is the. I'll just say she is the dominating
She
woman.
definitely keeps me in line. So,
Good
all
to
right,
see.
buddy. Well, thank you very much, and
Well,
everyone
thank
have a
you, Bruce,
wonderful
for
day.
coming. Appreciate Bruce for coming
Bet.
in. I appreciate that a lot. Ocean. Appreciate you coming in. So we're gonna continue with some stuff. Yeah, you know how to get out of here. I'll be here for a couple more minutes. Okay. So Ocean, yeah, guy. By the way, Ocean Travel is a good guy. Please, guys, thank you, guys. But what else is that? What else is happening before I get out of here? I just gotta say, this week has been very, very interesting. I like to do this. We got 5 people in here. Thank you guys for coming in. A couple of quick things before we head on out. Let me see here. As far as tomorrow we got a couple of my friends gonna be on. I think Cousin Ty anytime will be here. Be on live at 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern. We'll have Abby and Tabby, wonderful people at 4 o'clock Central. We have Sea Lake Journeys. We'll be at 6 p.m., 5 p.m. So Robin and Sean, the chat, I love them. They are guys, great people. And then let's see, at 8 o'clock Central, Island Time, Derek and Amanda, one of the other people they're doing cruising too. And guys, thank you guys for your questions. Having had a fun ocean to ocean. One Sean Adventures always in the house. Thank you, bro. Can't wait to see you on the cruise. Anthony, fun. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, her next week. Watch her channel. Watch everybody's channel. And guys, I'm gonna watch some college football because got to do that. Watch out for some videos. Next couple of hours, we're gonna put some videos when I get it from Amazon Prime. As far as next week, Wake Up with Z-Man will be on schedule at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock Central, 11 o'clock Eastern. Wake Up with Z-Man will be back on Monday. Full week of fun. Gonna have some fun. I'm gonna get some more stuff. I'm losing my brain. I'm gonna have some stories about talking about what I'm getting to pack on the cruise. Yes, it's 85 days. Guys, have a wonderful weekend. If you are traveling this weekend and the government shut down, just be aware TSA is going to be backed up. Government employees will not be working. So and by the way, if you want to check about your passport, the government shuts down. It's going to be a little bit longer for the passport. So have a backup plan. Like we always say, have a backup. I always have backup. I have my birth certificate. You need a birth certificate, a government issued driver's license, and ID. Hopefully the shutdown won't ruin everybody's career. And guys, pray for the people in New York City. They've been raining on for the past week. A lot of flooding over there, and just be safe out there. For the rest of everybody, thank y'all guys for coming in. I appreciate everybody in here. You'll see some videos. Guys, don't forget to hit that button, the bell button. There's going to be some shorts coming in, especially when I get from Amazon this afternoon, and I'll show you. And you never know. I'm going to be on prime time tonight. But absolutely, guys, y'all have a great week. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Definitely do not drink and drive. Do not hang around with knuckleheads and do it. And always drink responsible, especially on the cruise ship. Peace out. Deuces. And with that,